Hi, my name is Vanessa Figueroa, and I am interviewing for admissions into the teachers program. The first question is, why did you decide to become a teacher? For me, at an early age, I realized I loved to teach people what I knew. I have a younger brother and a whole bunch of cousins and we'd always hang out and we'd always play teacher and student. Me being the oldest, I would teach them something I learned at school, something that they didn't know, and they would actually get excited and be like, wow, that's so cool. And I really enjoyed watching them like light up and tell other people, look what I learned today. It really brought joy to me. And then in high school, my freshman year, was uh, I was a student teacher at a daycare. It was my first job, and I saw how the teachers made lesson plans and how the toddlers really enjoyed learning new things. So that's when I really decided I wanted to pursue this career and be a teacher because I love children, I love teaching new things, and I really think that it's so cool that teachers have a big impact in students' lives and shaping a student and helping them get to their career. I think that's really cool, and I think that I was put on this earth to be a teacher. Number 2, describe the biggest challenge you think you might face as a teacher. The biggest challenge I might face as a teacher is coming across a student that I could not reach. All students or all teachers want their students to reach their goal. And if I had a student that I was not connecting with and I was having trouble teaching to and just not getting through, I think that that would really put a toll on me because what am I doing wrong? How am I not helping him or her? And what else do I need to do? Because I should be able to, doesn't matter if it's the easiest student or the hardest student, I should be able to have a connection with them to where I can find a way to teach them. I think that that's what strong teachers would do, and I feel like it would really hurt my career, like me as a teacher. I think that would be a really big challenge if I feel like I let a student down. Number 3, what strengths do you possess that you think will help What strengths do you possess that you think will help you become a successful teacher? I have the ability to bond with kids pretty fast. I feel like I'll be able to build a strong relationship with them where we can have a trusting one, like teacher and student, and it'd be easier for me to help them learn new things. Like I had a teacher in the 7th grade, and he was amazing. He was my math teacher, and I'm horrible at math, so I already went in there with a negative attitude. And the way that he taught his lessons with so much passion, and the way he connected with me, knowing that I didn't like math, he tried different strategies to get me interested in math, and then we would work together. And I ended up wanting to go to that class like every single day and wanting to do math because of the way that he put so much effort in figuring out the ways I like to do things, and the way he just talked about it, that I enjoyed it, and it really helped me get better in math. So I strive to be like a teacher. I strive to be like him because he really knew what he was doing. So I think that one of my biggest strengths is bonding with children, and I feel like that would really help me build a good foundation to where they trust me, and I can find different ways to work with them, like learning styles. And I think that would help me become a successful teacher when all my students are getting the material that is being taught, even if it's in different ways. And then number 4, how would you encourage students to be lifelong learners? I would probably tell them that you will always be a student. Everybody has something new to learn all the time. So I would say by embracing diversity and by allowing myself to be open-minded and being taught by students. So I can teach a student, but students can also teach me something that I never knew. So I would say just to be open-minded and take in what anybody says and learn from them or learn more about it or teach somebody something, but you are never done learning. Like, you can be 60 years old and still learn something new. Even if you think you've learned everything, there's always something new that can be taught. So I would just encourage students to listen and to really pay attention to what other people are saying, because I'm 21 and I'm learning things from my fifth graders that I teach at and during my after school program at ACE. They'll come up and tell me some fun facts that I didn't know, and I just think it's really cool that we can both, I could teach them something and they could teach me something. So I would just encourage them to stay open-minded and to always have that mentality of knowing that you can learn something more, like you haven't learned everything. And those are all of the questions. So bye.